So we're going to talk about some shoulder movement. Shoulder movement's also helpful for upper back tension. It's helpful to open through the chest, and it's also helpful to remind the neck and the head what their proper postural position or the ideal postural position is for you. So sometimes we need some muscles to be reminded of their movement. Stretching is always helpful, but sometimes we need more. We need activation too. So we'll first start with growing the arms long and then short again. So I'm going to sit sideways so you can see the movement that I'm talking about. And I've got my arms up with the elbows at 90 degrees. And I'm trying to target the shoulder blades sliding forwards and then sliding back. And so with the 90-degree elbows here and my arms parallel to the ground, I'm going to grow the arms really, really long. I want them to feel like they're reaching as far forwards as possible. And then from here, the opposite movement. So I'm going to think of shoulder blades. The space in between my shoulder blades, I want to narrow that space. So I'll take the shoulder blades and I'll squeeze them towards each other. So I'm trying to target movement of the scapula, that winged shape bone that we have on each side of the back of the rib cage here, and glide it forwards and around the ribs and then back and towards the spine. And so you can intensify this if you had like a towel to hold between your hands and pull tension on the towel and work with that same movement, grow the arms long and then short again. So that's one or two movements to work with to kind of remind the shoulders how they're supposed to function and the muscles how they're supposed to function. Let's talk about up and down movement here. So a lot of us, this movement here is pretty natural, and we may find this posture even just on our own through moments of stress, driving, sometimes when we sleep at night, our shoulder wants to come up, bite our ear. So let's practice the shoulder shrug. So shoulder shrug up and then low as you can possibly go. Sometimes I'll tell people to pretend that they've got somebody that they know and they trust, resting their hands on their shoulders and gently applying a little bit of pressure or weight down and then relax. So when we relax, our shoulders kind of pop back into our postural tendency, our habits. Let's work with that again. Shrug up, and I'm going slow with this movement. I'm not quick. And then glide them down, down, down as far as they will possibly go, and relax. So you might find that your spine even changes shape as you're doing that. Now let's try shoulder shrugs. So we're going to go up, back, and down. Feel how the shoulder blade wants to come into more contact with the back of the rib cage. We want that. Up, back, and down. Shoulder shrugs here. Up, back, and down. So we went from up, down to up, back, and down. So we added one more little movement in there. Let's work with thinking of the lower tips of the shoulder blades. So I'm going to turn around here. The lower tip of the shoulder blade would be down here. And I want, knowing that I've got two shoulder blades, I want to take those lower tips and try to squeeze them towards the spine. So I'm going to come out into like a wonderful shape arm here where my elbows are lower than my shoulders. And I'm thinking about pulling my elbows down, 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 down towards my sides. So I've got depression of the shoulders here, but also on the back side of my body, I want my shoulder blades to feel like they're laying against the back of the rib cage and they're trying to come down and squeeze towards the spine like this. So we're back into that W shape with the arms. Got some active hands because I know active hands is going to engage my body differently than doing this right here. So active hands, tall as can be. You've got your shoulder blades along the back of the rib cage with a roll up, back, and down. And here we go, elbows pull down towards the sides as the shoulder blades squeeze in together towards the spine. So low and inward, and then relax back up. From here, any kind of movement you need to make, because you may start to feel some work and effort happening in the body. And then the last bit of movement I'm going to add into this would be big rotations or circles with the arms. Now I say big rotations or circles, but that is unique to everybody. You're going to move within your range of motion, avoiding any pain. So sometimes we need to start with the elbow bent and we're drawing circles this way. Some of us, my preference is what I call the chicken wing, where I'm drawing circles this way. And then some of us will want to go big, wide airplane arms and draw circles this way. But just know you're going to go in both directions. So no matter what shape that the arm is making, go both directions here. And then you'll find that same kind of movement on your second side. Again, you get to pick what shape your arm is in, you're listening to your body, and you're not bringing pain into your practice. You're working within your range of motion and just reminding the muscles how they're supposed to move and support your shoulders here. So once you get done with that, take a moment to see how it feels. Where did you feel the work and effort? And maybe where did you feel a sense of softening or opening? And see if you can go past just physical observation too. Energetically, how does different areas of the body feel? How do your shoulders feel? Collarbone, the front of the neck, different areas, even up into the face. So just some more ideas for your toolbox that you can use at home. And I hope you find this helpful.